So what to expect next? Will the price of Bitcoin start following this falling wedge pattern? Will the price of Bitcoin hit towards to form a new all-time high, or is it going to turn out into a fake out? I mean, Bitcoin showing a move to the upside, failing to break out of this resistance which is holding us below 100,000, and right after that to follow a bearish continuation patterns which are also lining up parallelly. What to expect next? So before I jump into the content, before I start talking about these interesting scenarios, please destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, if you look at this falling wedge pattern for Bitcoin, you can see this here is a bullish breakout. Bitcoin breaking out of this previous trend line is definitely resulting in a bullish move. But despite this being a bullish continuation pattern, I've been very clear with you guys. Wait until the resistance which is holding us around 101,000 gets broken before jumping into any trade. Otherwise, despite this being a bullish continuation pattern, it could still fake out. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Bitcoin has a very strong resistance around 101,000. So as long as we remain below that price range, any sort of a move, a bullish move like this, could still fake out, because we know Bitcoin is struggling to break out from this resistance line, CPR resistance line, our leading indicator resistance, which is around 101,000 to 99,000. So in between this range, we have extremely strong resistance line for Bitcoin for the month of Feb. So if we want to turn this bearish continuation like this into a bullish continuation, you know what must the price in the medium short term do? The price of Bitcoin must find support above the CPR trend line, or must come across 101,000. If we manage to do that, then according to our leading indicator, we also have a new bullish target which sits around 111,000, which is also going to make a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. If we want to see a bullish continuation pattern playing out for Bitcoin like this, I mean, descending right angle broadening wedge type of breakout here, right? Then we have to overcome the resistance from this CPR trend line, because parallelly around that area, not just only the resistance from the CPR trend line, we also have a resistance from this Williams alligator indicator. And we know during uptrend, we have always seen this Williams alligator indicator holding the price and green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom. But if we look at some of the bearish scenario for Bitcoin, you can see during a bearish cross like this, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, relief rally didn't manage to find proper support, which later on resulted in a bearish move. I mean, during uptrend, this Williams alligator indicator acts as a support, but during downtrend, the same trend line acts as a resistance. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that since this is also a bearish cross, blue line is at the top, green line at the bottom, please be aware. We don't want to fall for a trap like this. So if the price wants to invalidate a continuation to the downside, it must break the resistance around 101,000, because as soon as we do that, despite this being a bearish cross, Bitcoin will start appearing above this Williams alligator indicator, which will be forcing this crossover to turn into a bullish cross like this. Green line appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom. So for us, it's very important that we find a proper support above 101,000 if you want to invalidate a bearish continuation pattern for Bitcoin. And not just only that, guys, even according to this Bollinger Band, you can see we are seeing a squeeze. A squeeze in Bollinger Band indicates incoming volatility. So if you want this incoming volatility to favor the longs or bulls, then what must happen? Again, same thing, guys. We have to overcome the resistance around 101,000. As soon as we do that, the price here will start breaking out from this upper band, and we know upper band usually gets broken when the price is preparing itself for a uptrend. So if we want this Bollinger Band squeeze to favor the longs, then even according to this scenario, you can see we have to overcome the resistance from this CPR indicator, Williams alligator indicator, and Bollinger band, I mean the upper band, because as soon as we do that, price parallelly will be lining up from Wyckoff distribution phase. Despite this being a distribution phase, we have said Bitcoin might be heading towards this UTAD area, upper thrust after distribution, to make a new all-time high, and only after that they choose a trend duration, whether this here is going to turn out into a distribution schematic from Wyckoff or just a reaccumulation phase from Wyckoff. But for now, we just want the price to break the resistance which is holding us below 1,000, because as soon as we do that, you can see this here will be lining up with this Wyckoff's distribution scenario, and price will be heading towards to make a new all-time high before choosing a trend duration, because we know failing to do that, I mean Bitcoin failing to break out of this Williams alligator indicator, failing to break out of the upper band from this Bollinger band, CPR indicator, right, top central and the bottom CPR indicator, then you know this ascending broadening wedge pattern will line up parallelly. I mean, despite this being a bullish breakout from a falling wedge, we are going to remain skeptical, because we know unless we break out of certain line of resistance which is holding us below 101,000, this bearish continuation pattern could still play out. So we don't want to get trapped in this move. I mean, a bullish break, just like as shown here in an example, but after that, price heading towards the original trend duration. You can see bullish break, which later on resulted in a corrective move. So we want to avoid this kind of continuation. So for that, Bitcoin must overcome the resistance around 101,000. Otherwise, you know what is going to happen, right? In a bigger picture, even this bearish continuation pattern known as double top is lining up for Bitcoin. So failing to regain its trend above 101,000 means we are going to keep this scenario also in back of our head. I mean, a bearish continuation which could bring the price of Bitcoin in between 80,000 to 85,000. So to avoid this kind of bearish move, to avoid this ascending broadening wedge pattern, right, we need the price of Bitcoin to overcome this resistance. But as soon as we do that, you know what is going to happen, right? This bullish continuation pattern will start playing out, and price of Bitcoin will be heading towards the first target for the month of Feb, which sits around 111,000. And parallelly, this continuation from Wyckoff will also line up parallelly. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys do not hesitate to destroy that like button, and to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.